This time I checked the sound at the beginning. Yay. But let's continue on with our prep. And I've got a video loading where I'll really give you the time frame per Oppenheimer being fused with Barbenheimer. They called it. They both came out on the same day, just like Mamma Mia came out the same time The Dark Knight did. Um, and Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again came out on the exact same day as The Dark Knight Rises, just 6 years later. Mamma Mia and The Dark Knight came out July 18th, 2008. The Dark Knight Rises came out July 20th. Get it? Rose on the third day. July 20th after July 18th. Both on leap years. Dark Knight Rises, July 18th to July 20th. Mamma Mia came out also on July 18th. And then in 2018, Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again also came out on July 20th to let you know that they link, that the two movies are linked. And of course, Mamma Mia had all these different men. They had 007 James Bond. So they're already telling you, James Bond and Batman, they're both the Antichrist or Trump, the billionaire from Gotham fighting crime. And Trump was dressed as James Bond on one of his cards when he started selling those cards. And here's the Trump trading card. NFTs, they called him. He's dressed as James Bond. So the sad part is, I don't remember what I was talking about that led up to that. But 2 days before October 2nd, we're doing our prep. Yeah, so I was, the video is loading where I'm really going through the whole Oppenheimer. Barbie came out at the same time, just like Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, and The Dark Knight. And in other words, a girly movie and a manly movie, right? And the pink full moon is April's full moon. Worm full moon is March moon. Worm associated with death. Pink associated with girls. Barbie, pink. Barbie came out with Oppenheimer. The explosion of iPet Goat is well after the right eye wound in iPet Goat. Who can make war with a beast? Well, that's all about once you get into war. War is after the white horse crowning right eye wound and subsequent rising, which I think is the crowning, is when he spiritually rises on the third day, possessed by Satan. And so I definitely think and feel that he goes down in March, rises as Antichrist in March. And I show you what times the moons are and a lot of tells and James Bond, how, where they code 325, heavily code 325, a big tell, and how it's that is the date of the lunar eclipse, which transfer portals back to October 28th. So it's a transfer portal day also, as it's a 37 progression from Janus Tenet or January 10th, except on leap years. But so it's a big deal going down in March. And then you have Red Horse War by April. Oppenheimer, Pink Moon, explosion time. But I didn't finish the prep because the video was long enough. So now we can go through it. If he lasts long enough, the pink moon, the pink full moon is the 23rd, but is it still the pink moon all the way up until you get a new moon? Because the new moon isn't until May 8th. So is May 4th still the pink moon lingering, even though it's waning and getting smaller and smaller before it's out? And then the next day you get that new moon. But on the 8th, so uh Kentucky, which is where the Kentucky Derby is, they played their last game against Florida was 2 days before October 2nd, hence rise on the third day. Very interesting how they did that. Could just be a coincidence. We don't believe in them, though, do we? So where'd my Zoom thing go? There it is. Y'all want to see what numbers pop up on the Zoom? I always like looking at that. See, I can doctor those. Y'all know I never would. But so that long video, which is 29 minutes, it's 183, which is murder. And I think reverse ordinal, reverse full reduction. 183, 00, 83. So you got murder twice in there. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. And I'm going to load that on 2 platforms. Let's get back to our prep, though. And that's where I started talking about, I wanted to make sure that I make a video, excuse me, about the movies Oppenheimer and Barbie being fused together. Day 86 is 326. Day 88 would be 328. That is a big deal. Zechariah 11:17. The reason why they have 187 as murder in entertainment world, and it's also the actual number in California. Every state is different, but they've made 187 famous. And the reason why is because Zechariah 11:17 is the murder, the right eye wound of the Antichrist. And 1117 or 1117 is the 187 prime number. Also, when you multiply 11 times 17, the product is 187. So 2 different ways 1117 is 187. That's why they've done that. That's pretty fascinating. The 404th prime number, the 404 prime number, 404 is a number of verses in Revelation, is 2777 or TO 777. And the 777 is all about cleansing. All the sevens in the book of Revelation and in the Old Testament, sevens, most every single time were about cleansing. The church about to go through its cleansing is divided into 7 with 7 letters and 7 candlesticks because the church is going to go through its cleansing. That's what we all through much tribulation enter the kingdom. The great tribulation is the great cleansing because 99.99999% of the earth is lost today. And they're equally spread out across the world in every single world religion, world man-made religion you could think of, including those that bear his name, bear our Creator's name. But they're all F-A-K-E, aren't they? Of course they are. With their free will and Christmas and Easter. And oh, yeah. There's the 325 that I used. The previous video was from the movie Skyfall. From the movie Spectre. 325 is the date of the full moon. You see it inside of a circle. It is darkened to tell you it's a full moon or to tell you it's an eclipse. That is the eclipse date, 325. It's fused with the numbers 254 because the 254th day of 2001 was 9/11. It is every year except for leap years, of course. We see the right eye wound. They are mirror images of each other. This is how they do their duality. James Bond and Blofeld, one and the same. That's just all they're showing you there. Oh, I just wanted to point that out. And lastly, under the Special Measures Act of 2001, they say, you see the right eye wound associated with 2001. 2001, A Space Odyssey, just, Donnie Darko came out in 2001 about the darkened right eye of Donald. So anyway, pretty fascinating stuff, right? All right. Love you.